In another life, I would have wanted to sweep Sarah Teasdale off her feet like she knocked me off of mine. She was born in St. Louis, Missouri on August 8th, 1884, making her a Leo, and the only good thing about Missouri in my eyes. She had an oval face, thin lips, and solemn eyes with large eye bags beneath them. Her nose isn't big, but it isn't small. It's thick, and just right, I think. She's the only poet I have ever really loved. She's a Pulitzer Prize winner, and her poem of the same name inspired Ray Bradbury's There Will Come Soft Rains. Many of her works got put to music, mostly choral arrangements. When I got to sing the words she wrote and then hear her story, it stuck to me. I am not yours, not lost in you, not lost, although I long to be, lost as a candle lit at noon, lost as a snowflake in the sea. My favorite poem she ever wrote. I am not yours. She wrote it the night before she married her husband, Ernst Filsinger. She didn't love him like he loved her. My choir director told me this story. I was 16 and it was bright outside. The sun was out and I was heartbroken for this woman I had never heard of until then. He explained her words, that she wished she could love him in such a way. You love me, you love me, and I find you still a spirit beautiful and bright. Yet I am I who long to be lost as a light is lost, light is lost in light, lost in light. In 1929, she went to file for divorce. Her husband traveled a lot, and while she wasn't in love with him, I can assume that his company was never turned away. She killed herself 14 years later. Her suicide note, another poem. I shall not care. She overdosed on sleeping pills. I really hope she went peacefully. I think that from what I read, she suffered quite a bit. A lonely suffering. A suffering without hope. I know why 16-year-old me was so entranced by this 48-year-old poet who died long before my parents were even a thought. Her poems soothed her words, her poems, they soothed me. And as a lonely child, I understood her. I still do. She wanted it all. Oh, plunge me deep in love, put out my senses, leave me deaf and blind, deaf and blind, swept by the tempest of your love, a taper in a rushing